How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the. Well, actually, it's not Thursday. Sorry. Um, it's actually Tuesday. So, um, anywho, I'm Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby. All right. So, we got a good show here tonight, or today, or whatever you want to refer to it as, and everything. Um, Before we get things started, got a couple things to address. First off, sorry for doing the show now instead of instead of on Thursday. Just been very busy, and I've been very tired, and um, just just been very busy and tired, and uh, so it's a very busy week. So um, so for that I do apologize. Um, but we are gonna do another episode of Channel X this Thursday. I can guarantee you that, provided if nothing comes up. So we'll soon see. We have no idea. Um, but we're here. I'm here, and thank you all for inviting me into your home on this very nice day and everything like that. And plus, also, this Thursday is the last day of the Tom Dog Days of Summer. We had a lot of fun this year. Did some let's plays. We did some unboxings. I was trying to do trying to get that, but that was actually lost in space. So, so I don't know what happened. So it was a really good unboxing. I had a lot of fun with that. But apparently it didn't show up. So again, I do apologize for that. But and of course I actually um did a quick little clip um for when I was at Terrificon, and we're going to talk about that, and also tonight or today, whichever time you were watching it from. Um, I want to um, pay our respects to actually to those who lost their life in Jacksonville the other day. Um, it was a horrific experience and everything, and it was very sad, and we're actually going to be talking a little bit about that later on in this episode today. Also, before we get things started, let's go ahead and do the shout outs, the plugs, and everything like that. Always good to have them and everything. So it's always really good. Big shout out over to my good friend Josh and his podcast, Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. You can check it out on iTunes and the Podbean app, or you can or you can check it out on the Podbean website at absolutetalk.podbean.com. He has a really good podcast, very awesome. Um, check out his work. He has a lot of fun with it, and you'll have a lot of fun listening to it. So be sure to check it out on the Podbean app. And that's Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. Also, big shout out to my good friends over at Gaming Pros and Otherwise and Gamer Geeks over on Facebook. Check them out. We always have a good time, and you'll have a good time too if you follow us Follow them on Facebook and tell them Tom Dog sent you. Big shout out to my good friend Jen. Why? Because she's just Jen. Give a good shout out to her as I do each and every week. Hope she's watching as well. Also, big shout out to a very good shout out to my good friend David, who actually invited me to go to Terrificon, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that, as I said in this program. So once again, I graciously thank you for a wonderful belated birthday present. That was really, really awesome. Can't thank you enough, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for a wonderful experience of Terrificon, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. And also, of course, my good friend Marissa. What's that? So, and of course the plugs, we all know I don't need them. Luke, don't want to miss out on the September's crate, which is in I want to say Invasion, but I'll be wrong. But it's actually Invaders. So, so it's going to be a lot of good stuff. Predator, I believe Predator, and I think Alien as well too. And of course there's some other stuff as well. I haven't got my Mayhem crate. I should be getting it either today or tomorrow, being that it'll be Wednesday. So nonetheless, it should be coming in. But as soon as that comes in, of course, I am going to do the unboxing as promised. So it's definite once that comes in. But don't you dare miss out on the September's crate. So check it out at lootcrate.com right now. Also, Funko, if you have not yet subscribed to their subscription boxes that they have, you're missing out on some awesome stuff. You can check it out on Funko.com. There's Smuggler's Bounty, the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty, DC Legion of Collectors, and of course the Marvel Collector, as well as the ever so popular Disney Treasures. Check them out. You don't want to miss out on that, and that's Funko.com. And of course, this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your old video games and consoles from retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays, as well as sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items, spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. There's a couple of locations in the Connecticut area. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area, you can check them out in the list of events that they have going on. You can check them out on the website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Also, this episode is brought to you by She Bean Brewing Factory over in Connecticut as well, home of the Alpaca Blanca. Oh, they are. So, awesome beer. Support your local brewery, and if you're in the Connecticut area, you definitely don't want to miss out on this wonderful IPA. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. It's really, really awesome. You can follow them. You can check out their website at theshebeanbrewing.com. You can also follow them on Facebook, Twitter. You can also follow the She Bean Brewing at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or download the Untapped app today. So 9th, tickets are still available. You can check out if you happen to be in the Connecticut area, you can check it out at the Retro World Expo. I'm trying really hard to get tickets for that, because I definitely want to go to that. So it's a possibility that I might go up to that, but I'll let you guys know. So it's going to be the Retro World Expo, and it's going to be at the Connecticut Convention Center in Hartford, Connecticut. Going to be, of course, cosplayers, tournaments, guests, tabletop gaming, music, video games, vendors, arcade and pinball. And for more information, as well as tickets, you can check out their website at retroworldexpo.com. also we got a new one. Got another one here. But this isn't going to be to a while, so you have plenty of time and you have no excuse. And that's the East Coast Comic Con in the Meadowlands, New Jersey, from May 17th to May 19th, 2019. And there's going to be tons of guests and everything like that, as well as some other guests as well too. Of course, some comic book artists and everything. You definitely do not want to miss out on that. Of course, there's cosplayers, and of course, children under 5 can get in there for free. But for more ticket information, you could check them out at eastcoastconusa.com. So definitely don't want to miss out on that. So, actually, I want to keep that available here because, so it was really nice, to actually meet the guy. The guy from East Coast Comic Con was actually, the one that runs the whole thing. Real nice. Pleasure to meet him. We actually had a lot of fun with that. And yeah, Terrificon was really amazing. We had a great time with that, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Just want to address everything that. But before we do that, I want to address what happened over the weekend. There was the incident that took place in Jacksonville. It was a shooting that took place. It was during a video game tournament. It was at a video game tournament that took place, and it was for the Madden tournament for Madden 2019, and it was very horrific. The shooter, three people have died, and that's including the shooter, and it was a very horrific experience and everything like that, and according to the news reports and everything, there was a game tournament going on, which was the as I said, the Madden tournament, and from what I gather, it was because the guy in question, well, he's dead actually. Apparently, the shooter, from what I gather, was upset that he lost in the tournament, and if that's the case, what a coward. He was an absolute coward, and a poor sportsmanship that he displayed, and I feel sorry for the victims that either died or was in the crossfire. I feel, of course, I feel bad for that and everything. But that's that's no excuse to kill people just because you lost. I mean, if you lose a game, if you lose a gaming tournament and everything like that, you know, don't be a poor sport about it. You know, especially this kid here took the cowardly way out and everything, and EA of course addressed the issue and everything, and it was a very disgusting act, to say the least, and I'm actually glad that that shooter is dead, because he has no respect for himself and nobody else. It's like, you know, there's no cause for that. There's no cause for that at all. So, you know, to be so heartless and degrading like that just because you lost, oh boo hoo. You know, we all lose. We just suck it up and move on. But, you know, it's like, you're a real winner if you can handle your loss like a man. What I gotta say. So if that is the case, then, you know, he will always be a loser in my book. So I'm glad that asshole's dead. But to the victims, we're here for you and everything like that. Especially the victims' families. We're here for you and everything. And pretty much all there. Let's move on to the lighter side of things, before we get with today's topic and everything like that. Weird Al Yankovic, one of my all-time favorites, finally got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame the other day, and me being a huge Weird Al fan since day one, during his Dr. Demento days, huge fan, so I'm like nerding out right now and everything, and it really is it's been a long time coming for him, 40, pretty much over 40 years into this and everything like that, and rest his soul, he he introduced me to Weird Al music and everything like that, and I became a fan almost instantly. The music was, his music was very comical and everything like that. King, pretty much he's basically the king of music, king of parodies and everything. Parodying from, Michael Jackson, Madonna, as well as some current stuff with today's music and everything like that, and it really is a great honor for him to finally be into the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and because of this honor and everything, it gives me great pleasure to induct Weird Al into the Channel X Hall of Fame. So not only is he a Walk of Famer, but he's also a Channel X Hall of Famer. So once again, congratulations are in order, and you definitely deserve it. And thank you for the wonderful. Thank you so much for being a long-time Weird Al fan. It's such a huge honor to be that, and hopefully, you know, I did see one of his concerts. Like around 11 years ago. He actually performed here, not too far from here, at the Palace Theater, and I had a great time. I really did, and I'd never been to a concert before. Well, actually, not true. Only concert I've ever been to, probably New Kids on the Block concert that I never won. I mean, that my sister won tickets for, and but you know, long story short, we had a lot of fun, but as far as but this was the only ever concert I've been to since that, and he puts on a great show. If you ever get a chance to see his concert, I mean, definitely have to check it out. I was very, very entertained, and I pretty much geeked out to was in full nerd mode at this event. This was around the time the Straight Outta Linwood album came out, which was called they had the Straight Outta Linwood tour, and it was a very good concert. He actually sang some songs from his earlier albums and everything, and he ended it off with Fat, and he quick changed into to his fat suit, and I was like, oh my god, when he was Fat Weird Al, I lost it. It was like really awesome. It was a very good concert, and I had a great time. I really did. But if you ever get a chance to see his concerts, I mean, definitely don't want to miss out on that. You definitely need to check those out, because his concerts are worth the admission that you paid for, and you definitely will have a very great time. You will leave there very entertained, and he's such a great musician, and his knowledge of music is also really, really great too. Which of course he with him doing the parodies and everything like that, I think you pretty much have to have the knowledge and everything like that. But for him to have so much knowledge of music, even if he doesn't parody it just blows my mind of how knowledgeable he is in the business. And not only that, his father was once a big time polka player, so that's why for you Weird Al fans, got the wonder how he's able to play where the accordion came from, is because of the fact that his father used to was really big in the polka business too, so he learned how to play the accordion through him. So that that right there is a really great achievement right there. Um, and and he's my absolute he is my absolute favorite. And Weird Al, once again, congratulations on your Walk of Fame induction, and of course being inducted into the Channel X Hall of Fame. So it really is an honor to induct you in there. Um, so, um, so, of course, moving on, we, of course, everybody is aware about what happened over the weekend as well too, not just the events that took place in Jacksonville, but also in the world of politics. And I don't necessarily talk a lot of politics on here. Um, but when I do, it is worth mentioning. And we lost. John McCain passed away over the weekend, and he died from the cancer, and he was fighting really hard, you know, and I mean, he's been fighting all his life and everything, and it was, he was a good senator. He really was, and during the time of his campaign for president in 10 years ago, he really did have a really good campaign um, when he was campaigning against um, Barack Obama, and you can't really say nothing bad about him about John McCain, because he had some, there were some good things. Um, there wasn't really any bad things about him and everything like that. And he he basically sorry, he had a pretty good campaign and everything. And whether whether you agreed with him or disagreed with him, there is one thing about him, and that is that you've respected him, and he has earned my respect. There were some things during his campaign where I was like, I don't agree with that, or I did agree with that, but they were never ever malicious. It's like, oh, the hell with you and everything like that. Screw you, and being being hurtful. I was never like that. Um, if if it came down to instead of um, Obama campaigning against McCain, and it was just him and Hillary, I probably would have went with John at the time. Um, I just think that Barack's that Obama's campaign was equally as good. I can't argue with that, but you know it may seeing those two campaign though was really really classy. They never attacked, you know, like verbally attacked each other. Like doing the whole, like, oh, this so and so. It was very classy, and that's why I respect both men, because of the fact that they kept it classy, And that's what I wanted in a presidential campaign. It wasn't like, they weren't playing any dirty politics or anything like that. Um, and it made me watch. Those two made me watch the election coverage and everything. It was really great. Of course, when it came down to different opinions, they both respected one's opinion. And, you know, and it, and McCain has been through a lot. He really has. He's been through a lot, especially when he was in the war, when he was a prisoner, when he was a POW, and um, and of course how he stands um, when it comes to Donald Trump, and 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 it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt McCain a little bit to see that, hearing what Don said a couple of years ago during his campaign, um, especially towards John McCain, when McCain was only being cordial and very chill about his opinions on what Don was saying. Don was, went on the attack and started, you know, insulting him and saying that, oh, anybody who was captured in the line of duty is not a hero. And hate to break the news to you, Don, he is a hero. He was a hero. You know, even even if you were like, even if you were, you know, you know, if you, it's like Don has no clue about what it's like to be on the battlefield and being a prisoner of war, because you're looking at a guy who dodged a draft. He's a draft dodger, all because of the fact that his feet hurt. And it's like he made some sort of excuse on why he didn't want to go into the war. And he made up some sort of excuse on that, and it was bullshit. And he really has no say into what it's like to be on the battlefield. And I don't either, because I wasn't in there. I mean, I could have been in the you know in the military, but my health was the real reason why I couldn't be in there. And and if my health was a good, I probably would have, especially during, especially even at the time of when 9/11 hit and everything like that. And I probably would have been called on there. But I wish I could have put on the uniform and fight the good fight. You know what I mean? But McCain, he was a guy. He was a guy that, if you didn't vote for him, or you know didn't like him or liked him or whatever, you respected him, and it's like he's earned so much respect, so much, like many times over, and very well respected. It's like you can as I said before, I never had anything negative to say about him. It's like, only that if there was his views, only, on certain things where I said, I don't agree with that, but never, ever were they malicious to say, oh, the hell with you, John, the hell with you. I would never, ever say that. And it's like, because his intentions were there, and basically, he just never, he basically personified never giving up. And he that's what he did. He never ever gave up. Even with his cancer, he was fighting and kept on fighting. And then when they took him off of chemo, it was bad. I was like, and I took it like he's actually improving, but he didn't. You never would have looked. You would never see a picture of him next to the words quit. Quit was never in his vocabulary, and he was a fighter. He kept on fighting, and he never wanted to give up and everything, and he was so well respected. So, with that being said, it is with great honor to bring him into the Channel X Hall of Fame as well too. And but right now, let's go ahead and give out a moment of silence for John McCain. I'm gonna miss you. Definitely gonna miss you. But I will say this, and I loved this when I read it, when I read the reports and everything like that. I thought it was a real honor that George W. Bush and Barack Obama would give out the eulogy at his funeral. I thought it was a class act, and I thought it was really, really cool. And he also stated that Donald Trump was not to be invited into to the funeral. He did not invite Donald Trump to the funeral, and rightfully so. And he stood his ground when it came to Don, and Donald Trump said some things that he shouldn't have, and that's what made McCain lose a lot of respect for him, and rightfully so, because you don't go and say things like that, especially when especially when somebody was in the war and went through hell and back you just don't do that. You don't. And Donald Trump, he you know, he said, and of course he says some of the things and everything like that, and he was a really good, Don was, was really mean to John McCain. I was like, what the hell, man? It's like, leave the guy alone. And I mean, Donald Trump was being like a serious bully and everything, and I was like, really, you're gonna act like that to somebody who fought for for our country and everything, you know, who also fought for your freedom as well too, just as much as everybody else's, and this is how you treat him? I mean, no. But instead, we get to see Donald Trump coloring with with a bunch of elementary school kids, and but to be quite honest with you, I mean, it was really sweet, but you put the blue on the wrong spot. He colored in a blue stripe on a coloring paper that was the American flag, and he put a blue stripe on there. And I'm like, well, at least he didn't say potato. And those who get that reference know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, Danny Quayle? You thought I forgot. But, sorry, I'm just not in the mood to do Drunk Trump again. So, who knows? Maybe Thursday we'll do something. Who knows? But, anyways. Time now for the Channel X Top 5 and why only 5? Well, oh yeah, before we even do that, I want to share some fun stuff that took place some moments that I captured in from the from Terrificon, and we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and thank you again, David, for an awesome time. And it was at the Mohegan Sun, and we had a lot of fun, and show off some pictures here. Starting off with this one, the TARDIS. Everybody knows the TARDIS from Doctor Who. I did not know that you could go inside there. They actually had. So here I am again, and as you can see, I'm wearing a mock-up of my T-shirt that I made. It was the last minute, so of course I got my my YouTube channel logo on there and everything like that, and I was handing out some business cards. So it really was was really cool. Another cosplayer. I took a picture of a cosplayer. Um, there was a guy that this guy right here. He dressed up as Batman, and I swear to God, when you look at the picture, he actually looks like Adam West from the original Batman series. I mean, uncanny resemblance right there. I mean, I he actually looks like a young whoops. He actually does look like a young Adam West. I mean, look at that. That was amazing. Um, they act they actually had the signing. You could sign Superman's birthday card in honor of his 80th birthday, and so um, we had a so cool. I of course you know signed it out too and everything, and it was a lot of fun. So it was really cool. I don't know if they broke the record. I gotta go on later, and then on Thursday show I'll bring it up to see if it got if it if it was if that was broken. Here's one of my pictures with a cosplayer. She's dressed up as a female version of Deadpool. So I forgot her name there and everything. I do apologize on the names, but yeah, there it is. There's me with a female Deadpool, and I think this one's supposed to be Poison Ivy. This one here, I think. I don't know. There was like different. There was like another version there. So there's me with that, and then of course another one there, Poison Ivy. There we go. There's me standing in front of Thanos. This statue was huge, and as you can see, that's how tall that statue was, and that's the first thing you look at when you are greeted at the door. That statue is friggin' huge, and I have to show off this one. This was really good. There's one guy cosplaying as Mexican Deadpool. That one is hilarious. That one was really really cool. I like that. That's my favorite. Um, I'm not sure what character this is, but it was really really cool. That was really really cool. Not familiar with that character. Um, this one's a nice picture. Um, Post-apocalyptic Red Skull, right there, the Tesseract and everything. So that is really really cool. Um, and of course, Black Canary, right there. The Bluesmobile, right there. I like that one. My picture with some stormtroopers. And of course, my buddy Ryan. I have to give my buddy Ryan a shout out. He was there. Everybody knows Ryan. He he was a cameraman for my show for many many years and everything and everything. So big shout out to him. Um, let's see. There you go. Um, and then some more cosplaying. Was a lot of fun right there. Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Me geeking out as a Pez dispenser or a rejected one. But here's a creepy sight right there. Me as a Pez dispenser. So that was really really cool, and I had a lot of fun. So I didn't get an opportunity to meet the guy in charge of, because I needed to give him my business card and everything like that. Um, so who knows what might happen. I am considering going to the Retro World Expo. So um, we'll soon see what happens and everything like that. So we'll soon find out. But um, I had a really great time. Um, I had an opportunity to chat with Sam Jones, Flash Gordon, and it was a really funny experience. I will share this. We were talking, talking and everything like that, and it was a really great experience because it was like I told him how much of a fan I was of him with the Flash, how much I like Flash Gordon. I was like, oh, it's very cool. And he was like, what's your name? And it was I go, my name is Tom. He was like, so he was like, I thought your name was Brill. I said, oh no. It's like, oh, your shirt says Brill on there, Brill Pro. I was like, oh, that's my YouTube channel. He's like, oh, that's really cool. He was like, keep up the good work on that one. I was like, thank you. So it was really funny. Sam Jones was a riot, and I got a opportunity to meet what was that? The guy that did the voice of Thundercats, um, the original Thundercats, one of my idols. Um, he was actually there, and I told him how much of an honor it was to meet him and everything like that. And I'm kicking myself in the ass because, well, but all I can do is hit Thundercats. Cast. Larry Kenny. Um, so it was a real treat for me too, because to meet him and everything. So it was a real treat because I loved watching the original Thundercats, and it was a really great honor to meet him. So I had a lot of fun with that. Um, I also posted a short little clip on my on the Wrestling Prime section on the channel that you're watching right now. Um, of this like a little SummerSlam prediction. This was around the weekend of SummerSlam, and we chatted for a long time. Me and chatted with I believe it was Hash, I believe his name was, everything, but it was really cool. It was really really cool. Um, he had a, we had a lot of fun with that, and sharing some wrestling insights and everything like that. So it was a real treat for me. Um, so you can check it out. Um, on there, little teaser of what I experienced on on YouTube at Terrificon. So that's the only video footage that you were. I think I was going to get an opportunity to do a quick little interview. Um, the comic book that that web series or something like that, comic book heroes or something like that. Um, wasn't too familiar with that, but some guy just like intervened and everything like that. But I was like, shit. but nonetheless, we had a really great time, and I had a blast. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to another convention and everything. This was my first time being at a comic book convention like this, so it was a real treat for me. So again, David, thank you so much for the belated birthday present and a wonderful time. We had a great time. So, all right, time now for the Channel X Top 5. Why only 5? Because YouTube isn't paying me jack. So we're still continuing the game against downtime. So these were already shuffled and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and pick out the topic that we're going to be pulling off, and then we'll be doing the card that I'm picking here is going to be okay. What was that all about? I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Yes, I hacked blank. So that is what we're going to be picking for the over here. So let's go ahead and let's see what it is. So number 5. Yes, I hacked the crazy intern pulling all plugs in the server room and running away laughing. That was number 5. Number 4. Probably there was like a connection issue or something. I don't know. Number 4. Yes, I hacked getting socially engineered by a 12-year-old. Didn't make no sense, but number 3. Yes, I hacked He-Man. That one's actually kind of funny. Number 2. Yes, I hacked your princesses in another castle. Again. Let's see if this is a clincher. The number 1. Yes, I hacked. Yes, I hacked 127.0.0.1. To be honest with you, I don't even know what that is. But I'm sure it's actually funny. So that was your top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Time for the re-hear live. Doing the top 5. Well, there's actually one way to figure this out. sure that I'm still live. Well, let's see, or if I'm moving. Yep. Okay, I'm still live. All right. To be honest with you, I don't know what message I got. I guess there was like some sort of connection issue going on there. I don't even know. So, but it's all good. But oh yeah. So the car that I'm launching off of Mount Chiliad today is the car that was on sale last week. It was the Truffaut Nero. Um, so ooh, I hit that hard. There we go. Oh. Oh. And there we go. Oh, come on. Because physics, folks. Ooh. Yeah, of course I'm going to be selling this vehicle. Spending most of the... I've been sliding... Oh my god. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh! I hit that hard. But yeah, I'm going to be actually selling this car because there's a new vehicle that just got released earlier today, so... The tunables have been updated. So... And this vehicle was on sale too, so I had to get it. But of course I'm going to be, for the sake of this video, but I'm going to go ahead and sell this after I I have that available. It didn't even look like I did much damage to it. See, I maxed out everything. on this vehicle, so at least I think I did. I have to check it out. But it is a nice car, though. I do like it. There we go. I really do like this vehicle. But yeah, before we call it a night, let's see what vehicles were released. Okay, so nothing in here. Nothing there. Oh, I even bothered to see if there was any sales. That's what I should have checked. Okay, the Taipan is actually on sale. 1.36 or 386. The Autarch is on sale for the same. The Coil Cyclone's also on sale. 1.323. Pegasi Reaper, 1,116,000. Quick little Tom Dog plays here. Why not, right? Let's go to here. See any vehicles on sale here. No, no cars here. See any vehicles here? No, no sales here. Elite. Nope, no vehicles there. Hey, Warstock. Okay, so the Menacer. Okay, so that is 1,775,000, and the Thruster is also on sale for 2,560,000 to buy it now, and then the trade-in value 1,925,000. The Nakota is also on sale. The Bambushka for 2.6. Any other vehicles on sale? Nope. Okay. So, not too bad. So let's see if there's any. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, we got facilities on sale. What about bunkers? Nope. Just facilities. Okay. Okay, so we are going to sell this vehicle. We should probably get a lot more than because of the sale because of how the sale price was last week, so we should probably get a little bit more change. I did have a lot of fun.
What's wrong with her now?
Okay, so the armor is on sale. The engine is also on sale. Respray is also on sale, so okay. So yeah, we're gonna sell this. Ow! We're gonna sell this. Alright. So with that being said, we're actually gonna call it a night here. Or day, whatever you want to call it. Thank you all for tuning in and having a good time here with us tonight. And we hope to see you again next time, which will be on Thursday with another exciting episode of Channel X. So be sure to tune in for that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. Also, if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. And thumbs up the video if you like it. Leave a comment down below with to pay your respects to John McCain. And ringy dingy that bell. And more importantly, more than anything in the world, showing your love by face hugging that subscribe button. And we will see you all again on Thursday. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace.